Alright, so we're breaking down Shamil Abdurakhimov versus Chris Daukaus. So, on the feet, Shamil, he's pretty easy to break down, in my opinion. He's mostly throwing singular strikes. He likes the naked right hand or the naked right straight to the body. I think that's the majority of his offense, is just the naked right hand, honestly. And for Chris Daukaus, he likes to let his hands go a little bit more. He comes in as a boxer. He's very light on his feet for heavyweight, and he's got fast hands. He comes in at like 220 or 230 or something like that, and he's very light on his feet. He doesn't fight like your standard generic heavyweight. He likes the 2-3 combination, generally what he goes to. He will spam 2-3s, at distance. Same as his brother when he's teeing off. So Kyle Daukaus, he throws the same 2-3. So you can tell they have the same boxing coach because both their striking styles are very similar. He also looks to catch the opponent when they close distance with a counter too. But yeah, definitely has the advantage on the feet. Abdurakhimov, he looks to catch a kick and then work a single leg from there. Doesn't proactively wrestle too much. Doesn't mind to stay on the feet, but when he does, a lot of the time it's reactive, reacting to his opponents. And for Chris Daukaus, he is active in the clinch when he does tie up with his opponents, with knees, elbows. He has an inside leg trip in the clinch. I don't expect him to go to that here, but he does have it in his back pocket. How these guys win fights? So for Shamil, it's when he's versing equally low volume heavyweights, and I'll get into that in a sec. And for Daukaus, it's he has power, and so does Shamil for sure. But he has speed. He has a big speed advantage over Shamil, and it's the power and speed combination that is so tough to deal with for a lot of heavyweights when they face Chris Daukaus. How these guys lose fights? So for Shamil, as I hinted before, he's quite low volume, and for Daukaus, he seems like he slows after round one in a high-paced fight. Definitely, doesn't seem to have the same amount of pop or bounce in his step after the second round. Well, after the first round, sorry. Path to victory for these two. So for Daukaus, pace yourself, choose your shots wisely. You're not going to get out volume by Shamil, so just pace yourself. Don't go crazy in the first round. Try to keep it on the feet. Look for body shots and uppercuts to discourage the takedown or the level change attempts from Shamil. And for Shamil, look to take him into deep waters. Look to wrestle early. Level change when he does throw the 2, when he leads with the 2. Because the left hook is likely coming after it, because he likes that 2-3 combination. So after he throws the 2, look to slip it, and then, or roll with it, and then go for the legs, and look to wrestle early, in my opinion. Look to drain that gas tank. How I see the fight going? So on the feet, I feel like Daukaus should outwork him, and he does have a big speed advantage, and he's going to have that over a lot of heavyweights. Shamil does have a good chin, but Daukaus, he will be tagging him a lot early on. And Shamil could find a bit of success on the feet, but the footwork of Daukaus combined with the ability to only throw singular strikes of Shamil will just have Abrek just hitting air most of the fight, in my opinion. Shamil, he's just nothing of note really, not excellent anywhere, doesn't have great size for the division, doesn't have too much power to speak of. Most of his wins are against, total cans, or when he's facing another low volume heavyweight where he can edge a decision. But yeah, he hasn't got one here. And I believe it'll be smart for Shamil to wrestle early here, drain the gas tank of Daukaus, plus get some control time, win some minutes. Shamil should have about 20 pounds on him if you look at their weigh-ins history. Generally, they have a 20 pound gap between them. But yeah, Daukaus takedown defense, it seemed okay. It looked good in the Olenek fight, but still a bit of an unknown because he hasn't had too much cage time. A lot of unknowns with Daukaus, in my opinion. Gas tank questions, chin questions, takedown defense questions I have. So I'm definitely not rushing to bet him as a big favourite against a vet like Shamil. But I do believe he keeps it rolling here with a finish of Abrek. And Shamil just coming off a 22-month layoff at 39 is just a bit of a concern as well, if you do like Shamil as a better. But yeah, I'm not too confident. I think Daukaus should win, but just a lot of unknowns with the guy. Alrighty, so if you guys could like the video, that'd be great. Thank you so much for doing that. So, prediction is Daukaus by TKO round 2. I think he wins around 65% of the time. I'm giving Shamil a chance because it's heavyweight and the unknowns with Daukaus. But, yeah. Bets I was looking at was going the distance at like $4 or plus 300. Seems like they're pretty sharp to it, actually. You know, Shamil is semi-durable and pretty conservative with his volume and his output. And it also, you know, that kind of covers you from a Shamil win, which most likely would be by decision. You know, 5 of his last 7 wins are by decision. I was looking to bet Shamil if it gets up to $3 or plus 200. But yeah, not looking to pay juice on Daukaus against a, you know, a vet like Shamil. He's hard to look good against, so I don't really, want to pay that price. But if I was to bet anything, it'd be Shamil.